Yeah, I got PTSD, partner's terrifying stalker device. This is 31 Days of Horror, where I'll be watching a horror movie every day of October. Today is day 15, and I watched The Invisible Man. This follows Cecilia, a woman who escapes her abusive scientist boyfriend. But when he supposedly dies, she starts to suspect he's still out there and stalking her, only now he's invisible. There's a lot to love here, but by no means is this perfect. The Invisible Man starts off as a really gripping psychological thriller, slowly building tension through tense uncertainty and eerie ambiguity. But halfway through, it shifts gears into a sci-fi action flick. It still is horror through and through, but that weird tonal shift reeks of studio interference by Blumhouse. I wouldn't be surprised if this started as a grounded, metaphorical exploration of trauma and PTSD, but got reworked into a flashier, more marketable jump-scare adventure. Because of that, story elements from the first half feel a little wonky and discrepant by the end. I wouldn't go so far as to call them plot holes, just unexplained details that make a lot more sense if this is a metaphorical Invisible Man and not a literal one. I also suspect some studio interference on a visual level. The cinematography looks too polished and sleek, with lighting and color grading that feels very cookie-cutter big-budget Hollywood, not unique or personal to the story. This could have really benefited from a more creative visual identity, rather than looking like your average Marvel movie. But even with those flaws, I still really liked this. It plays into my favorite oddly specific horror subgenre, the woman who's telling the truth, but no one believes her. Nothing scares me more than being dismissed as crazy when I know I'm right. And the feminine aspect adds a really important layer. It's not just the fear of being disbelieved, but a reflection of a real-world dynamic where women's experiences are often questioned or minimized. That extra social weight grounds the horror, even when the premise is as wild as an invisible ex-boyfriend. While I definitely think this was tampered with by studio execs, The Invisible Man remains effective, tense, and thematically powerful. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. If you also love this psychological horror about not being trusted, then like and follow for the rest of the challenge.